The on-target game improvement system first develops a scoring profile to determine those areas of your game contributing most to your high scores. This is done by tracking the shots you hit on the course in 4 areas: driving, approach shots, the short game shots around the green, and your putting. Golf is 4 games in one, and your scoring profile objectively measures and compares your skill scores in those 4 games and identifies your strengths and weaknesses. First, let's look at your driving. Ryan, you obviously have enough power to score well. It is the consistency in hitting fairways that you need to improve. Now, because of the wind, the statistics from the round are less reliable, but during the round, you hit very few fairways. The on-target GM system establishes a clear and measurable statistical goal for the player. Your statistical goal for the driver is to hit 50% of the fairways. Now let's look at your approach shot performance. During the round, we hit approach shots only from the fairway, and the majority of shots were from 150 yards or closer. It is important to evaluate a player's approach shot skill from good lies. So missed shots are not because of a bad lie, but some swing error. For the 18 holes, you hit 39% of the greens, but on the back 9, you hit 78% of the greens. Because of the high winds, I would have to rate your approach shot skill as very good, and certainly not at the top of my list for where you need to improve. Now let's look at your chip and pitch shot performance. Golf is about hitting targets. With driving, your target is the fairway. With approach shots, your target is the green. Your target for chip and pitches is to hit it close enough to give yourself a reasonable chance to make the first putt. That target is at least 18 feet from the hole and ideally less than 9 feet. I saw a big improvement in your chipping technique on the course from what I first saw at the beginning of the chip and pitch session in the morning. During the round, you hit 55% of the short game shots inside of 18 feet and 27% inside of 9 feet. And you made that one shot from off the green using your putter. This is an area you still need to work on. I would set a statistical goal for you to get 40% of your short game shots inside of 9 feet. Now let's look at your putting. Putting is one of your strengths. You only had 1 3-putt and 61% of your first putt stopped inside of 3 feet. That's very good. I want you to continue working on the putt, hold, look fundamental. But the only putting statistic I want you to keep is the number of 3-putts per round. Next in the on-target system is to prioritize the most important areas to work on first. I gave you statistical goals in each area, but what statistical goals are the most important to reach? I want my students to have 1 full swing project and 1 short game project. Your full swing project is to hit 50% of the fairways you play. Your short game project is chosen from the shots around the green and your putting. And I want your priority project to be to increase your percentage of chip, pitch, and bunker shots to get within 9 feet from the hole 40% of the time. Once these goals are met, we can look again at your overall statistics and set new goals and projects. Now that we've identified the problem areas and have set some statistical goals to achieve, we need to identify what's causing our current problem and implement a correction. To hit more fairways, you need to make the mechanical changes I described in your full swing report. This will require at least 1 session to establish the change and learn the drills to do in your practice sessions. You will probably need a follow-up a few weeks after that to make sure you're still on track. During both the first session and any follow-up sessions, I want to also work on your short game project. This work will be to continue the fundamentals we covered in the school on your short game. Part of the on-target system also is to continue tracking your statistics when you play a round of golf. By attending the golf school, you now have a 1-year membership to the On-Target Golf Association website, which has my power tracker where you can easily record your statistics. The member side of the website is in the final stages of our newest update and will be ready to use shortly. When it is, I will send you the log information you need and the tutorials that show how to use Power Tracker. The email I am sending will show you several options to choose from on which lesson program might be best for your situation.